You check your phone, just for a second, then you go back to work. You're back, focused, or so you think. Your brain is still partly on the phone. Part of your attention is still on the last task. It doesn't fully transfer. That's why you reread the same line 3 times. It's not distraction, it's residue, attention residue, named by Sophie Leroy in 2009, and it explains everything about modern focus. You'll understand why your focus breaks, and how to protect it. The average knowledge worker switches tasks every 3 minutes. That leaves residue every time. Every switch spills some attention. You never arrive at the new task fully present. After 8 switches, you're operating on a fraction of your actual cognitive capacity. Multitasking doesn't exist. What you call multitasking is rapid residue accumulation. This video is the mechanism. Understanding it changes how you structure your day. Attention residue. Let's build the definition from the ground up. It starts simply. Stay with me. This will change what you think focus actually is. Sophie Leroy, 2009, University of Minnesota. Her study starts with an incomplete task. Group A, finish task 1, then switch. Group B, interrupted mid-task, forced to switch immediately. Group B performed significantly worse on task 2. Accuracy, speed, quality, all measurably lower. Leroy found their minds were still processing task 1, even while physically doing task 2. Definition: attention residue is cognitive attention left on a prior task after switching. Think of it as a cognitive tax. Every new task starts with residue already charged. Key finding: incomplete tasks leave more residue than complete ones. Completeness matters enormously. Answering email mid-deep work, high residue. Finishing first, then answering, far less. The more urgent the incomplete task, the more residue it leaves. Urgency amplifies the tax. Residue fades, but slowly. Usually not before the next switch adds more. Now the neuroscience. Because this is where residue becomes physically real in the brain. It lives in working memory, and working memory is tiny and precious. Working memory holds roughly 4 items at once. That's it. 4, not 40. If residue occupies 1 slot, you're operating at 75% capacity. Before you've even started. 2 residue items from 2 prior switches, 50% capacity. Half your working memory is on old tasks. The Zeigarnik effect explains why incomplete tasks stay active in memory automatically. Zeigarnik studied waiters. They remembered uncompleted orders far better than completed ones. Incomplete tasks are open loops. Your brain allocates background resources to close them. Like a phone with 47 background apps, the battery drains even when the screen is off. The prefrontal cortex, your complex thinking center, is partially offline under residue load. PFC online, creative problem solving, writing, planning, analysis, all the high-value work. Completing a task releases dopamine and closes the loop. That's why finishing feels good. Masacampo and Baumeister, 2011. A specific plan reduces residue nearly as much as completion. The brain stops allocating resources to an open loop once the next step is clearly specified. Science filed. Now, how modern work is specifically engineered to maximize residue. Email, Slack, calendar alerts, browser tabs. Each one, an invitation to create residue. Seeing an email, even without opening it, can create an incomplete loop in your brain. A 30-second email check creates residue that lasts 20 minutes. The math destroys the excuse. Gloria Mark, UC Irvine, 23 minutes to return to full focus after 1 interruption. 3 interruptions per hour means 69 minutes of recovery needed in a 60-minute hour. Open offices maximize residue by design. Every ambient stimulus is a potential loop opener. Meetings. Arrive from deep work half present. Leave with open action items, straight back to deep work. The expectation of interruption creates residue, even before the interruption arrives. Mark's data, 44% of interruptions are self-initiated. You interrupt yourself constantly. Self-interruption is often boredom or difficulty avoidance. Hard task reach for phone. Always. By 11 a.m., the average knowledge worker has accumulated 8 residue loads. 8. Now let's quantify the cost. Because the numbers are worse than you think. 3 measured dimensions: accuracy, IQ equivalent, and time on task. Let's look. Accuracy. 20 to 40% reduction under high residue. On tasks you'd normally nail. Glenn Wilson. Task switching reduces effective IQ by up to 10 points. More than cannabis. Time on task. The same work takes 40% longer under residue than under clean focus conditions. Creative quality drops specifically. Residue produces more generic, less novel output. Measurably. Emotional regulation also suffers. More reactive, less patient, faster to irritation. Under residue. Cruel irony. High switching days feel productive. Output data says otherwise. The feeling lies. highs. End of day exhaustion with limited output. That's a residue day, not a hard work day. High residue days correlate with more intrusive thoughts at night. The loops don't close at bedtime. Residue can carry overnight. Tomorrow's focus partially depends on today's closure quality. Summary: accuracy down 40%, effective IQ down 10 points, time up 40%, creativity reduced. These costs aren't from extreme switching, they're from a normal modern workday. Already, the costs compound because residue accumulates. That's the debt model. Coming next, the debt model, why rest often fails to clear residue, and what actually clears it. This next part surprised me most. It's about where the residue actually goes. Residue doesn't just add, it compounds. Each new switch adds to existing residue already present. A 5-minute coffee break does not clear residue. The loops remain open. You return the same. Scrolling during a break opens new loops. You return with more residue than you left with. What clears residue? Cognitive closure. Completing, specifically planning next step, or deliberately filing. You can leave your desk. You can't leave an open loop. It comes with you. Cal Newport shutdown ritual. Deliberately close every open loop before ending the workday. Residue debt is repaid only through closure. Time alone doesn't clear it. Closure does. Heavy Friday, restful Saturday, foggy Monday. The Friday loops weren't closed. Still running. 3 strategies that work. Evidence-based, practical, starting tonight. Let's build them. Strategy 1. Completion cues. Deliberately close loops before switching. Always. Before every task switch, write one sentence. I stopped here. Next step is exactly X. With a completion cue, residue drops to near zero on that switch. Measured. Real. Strategy 2. Batching. Group similar tasks together. Fewer switches, less cumulative residue. Email twice daily. Deep work block 10 to 12. Meetings 2 to 3. 3 task types, 3 time blocks. Research. 90-minute uninterrupted blocks produce disproportionately more output than fragmented equivalent time. Deep work block. Phone off. Notifications silenced. Door closed. 3 conditions. All 3. I can't ignore messages for 90 minutes. Data. 92% of messages are not that urgent. Really. Strategy 3. Transition rituals. A deliberate cognitive boundary between task types. Between deep work and meetings, a 5-minute walk. Physical movement signals cognitive mode change. The shutdown ritual. Review open items. Write next steps. Close laptop. Say shutdown complete. With a consistent shutdown ritual, evening rumination drops measurably. Loops closed, brain rests. Morning counterpart. Set intentions before opening anything. Protect the first hour deliberately. Full day template. Startup. Batch deep work. Completion cues. Batched email. Shutdown. That's the architecture. Don't change everything this week. One strategy consistently outperforms 3 strategies poorly. This week, 1 sentence before every switch. I stopped here. Next step is X. Every time. After 4 consistent weeks, the brain begins to expect closure before switching. It gets easier. Email batching. 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. only. Auto-reply sets expectations. Response time managed, not sacrificed. Slack equivalent, specific response windows. Async first culture protects everyone's residues simultaneously. Practical tool. Schedule phone focus modes for your deep work blocks. Done once, protects always. 3 strategies. Completion cues, task batching, transition rituals. In that order of priority, 8 weeks of all 3, focus capacity measurably increases. Same hours, substantially more output. Minimal residue enables flow. Csikszentmihalyi's flow requires sustained undivided attention. Now possible. Lower residue correlates with lower stress and higher satisfaction. Not just output, experience. Low residue workdays, less evening anxiety, faster sleep onset, higher sleep quality. Compounding. You are not bad at focusing. Your environment is specifically designed to maximize residue. You can redesign the environment deliberately. That's what the 3 strategies are. Screenshot this frame. The complete system, residue mechanism and 3 management strategies. This week, 1 sentence before every switch. That's the entire starting point. Just that. This connects directly to the cognitive dissonance and sunk cost videos. Same system, different expression. Focus is not a personality trait. It is a resource, managed or wasted. You choose. If this explains something your productivity tools never did, subscribe. New video Thursday. Comment below. How many task switches before 10 a.m.? count tomorrow. The number will surprise you. Before the close, 3 things to carry out of today's video. Next in the series, why your brain constructs narratives to explain away focus failures. Pen down. The close is yours. Carry the 3 things. 1. Attention residue is real, measured, and costly. It is not a focus personality problem. 2. 3 strategies work. Completion cues, batching, transition rituals. Start with 1. 3. Focus is a manageable resource, not a talent. Manage it. The output difference is dramatic. With completion cues, each new task starts near 0. That feeling is focus. Real focus. Work with the brain's architecture. Every video in this series is that same principle, applied differently. Behavioral science doesn't promise effortless focus. It promises understood focus. Next time your focus breaks, you'll know why and what to do. That's the difference. You haven't been failing at focus. You've been running a system that guaranteed the outcome. Run a different system. The output changes. It really does. The research confirms it. Take care of your attention. Every task you close cleanly is an investment in the next one. One sentence, one switch at a time. That's where it starts, and it compounds from there. Behavioral science explained simply. That's what this channel does. Every single video. Next video covers why rest doesn't always restore focus, and the type that does. I hope this explains something your workday felt but couldn't name. That matters most to me. If it named something you felt, comment, even one word. The community is built there. Your focus is not broken. Your system just needed updating. Update it this week. Take care of your focus. It takes care of everything you're trying to build. I'll see you Thursday. See you next time.